So, guys, today we will do some questions of functions. So, this is the first question. Write a function, Python function, greet that prints welcome to Python programming. So, I will create a function greet name using def keyword. Then I will directly print whatever I have here, the welcome to Python programming, and I will simply call the function greet. Then it will, after running, it will directly print the welcome to Python programming. Wait, after running, it should print directly welcome to Python programming. The next question is write a function display name that prints your name and course. Here I will create a display name function using def keyword. Then I will pass two parameters in it, name and course, and I will then using colon, then I will directly print using f string. So you can see how f string is working here. I will simply write the variable's name in curly braces, whichever and where I want to print, and then backslash n for next line and course, and then I will use bracket and course, print the course name. After that, I will take a two variable name and course and take input from users so that enter your name. After that, the course variable, which I will take a input from user, enter course. Then I will use, as we know, it is not that the function is not returning something, it is printing directly. So call it, I should call it only. So display name, then I will give the arguments name, comma, course, and simply I will run this program now. So the program is running successfully. Enter your name once any, then course CSC AI and ML. So here it should print like this name and course. So the next question, write a function that return the square of number. So I create a square num return num multiplication num means square of num. Then I'll simply print. I will take a number from integer input from user. After taking input from user, I will directly print and then print and then call the function square and pass the value n on it. And now let's run the program so that we can check whether it is working or not. After running, I will give the number 5, it should return 25. So the fifth question is write a function is even num that return true if the number is even, otherwise return false. So I will create a function name is even and pass the parameter num. Then I will check if num modulus 2 equals 0, then it should return that it is true. Then if it is not, it will goes to else statement and then it will return false. After that, I will directly take a variable n and take integer input from user. After taking integer input from user, I will simply right here in enter number, and then I will simply call print, and then call the function is even and pass the value n on it. Here I forgot a bracket, I think. Yes, I forgot a bracket. Small bracket is here. After running the program, and here I will give 5 as a number, sorry 18, then it is true because 18 is an even number. After that I have to create a program to convert integer to float, float to int, int to string, and string to integer using type conversion function. So we will simply take three variables of different data type, integer, float, and string, from the user. Integer value x, c float value, and s for string value we are taking from user. Now we will simply print the converted value. How to convert? We will use keyword float, int, and str to convert, and I will directly print the value. So here I am converting all of these values to different data type which are given. It should be, I think it should be str, because I have to convert integer to string. Then after that, print integer of a string. After running, I will give number as 12, floating value 13.0, then string 79 or 78. So these are the values after conversion. So here I have to make the same, I am using same method but using implicit type of conversion. You can check how it is working by pausing the video. So the next question is, write a program that use the math module to calculate these things. So I will simply take a variable of integer value so that I can calculate square and power of the value of a number. Then I will take a variable for float so that I can perform action of floor and ceiling, and take an input from user. Now what I will do, I will simply import the math module, and then I will print math.sqrt of integer value, then print math.power, pow. For power we use pow, then number and the power, then print math.floor of floating value, and then print math.ceil of floating value. So these are the things I have to print here. Now after running, I will give here 4, then 3.7. So these are the answers. So these are the answer. Now the next question, write a program to print the value of mat.pi and mat.e. So simply we will print mat.pi and mat.e, and I have to import math module. Otherwise, if we run this program directly, it show an error that math is not defined. So I should import math first, then I use these function. So these are the values of the next question. Write a function circle area radius that returns the area of a circle. So simply I will import math module first, and then I will may take a variable x and take an integer input from a user. Then I will simply now create a function named circle area and pass a parameter r as a radius, the radius, then colon. Then I will return the math.pi and multiplication math.par POW, then the x and the power. So I'm using math module here so that we got the exact answer or exact calculation. Then I will print and call the function by passing the value x as a radius. So let's run this program. After running, I'm giving it here 2, and this is the answer. So the next question, write a function largest ABC that returns the largest of 3 number. So here I am making a function named largest ABC, then column, then I will use if else condition to check whether if A is greater than B and A is greater than C. If both condition is true, then it will return that A. Else if B is greater than A and B is greater than C, both condition are true, then return B. Otherwise, it should return C as a largest number. Else return C. After that, I will take variable name X and take integer input from user, then Y, and then Z, and pass these values and print the function call. Like I'm printing print largest of x comma y comma z. So basically we are passing 3 variables here. Now let's check the answer. Is it working correct or not? So here after running, I'm taking 3 variable 3, 2, 5, and 5 is the largest one. Now I change some things here, like how it looks creative. 3, 2, 7. So 7 is the largest number. So write a function factorial using a loop, not recursion. So simply I am creating a function in factorial here, and then I'm passing n on it. Then I am using a for loop for I in range. Before that, I'm making a variable and initializing it by not 1. It should be, I think, n. So and then after that it should be n. After that, I am using for I in range from 1 to n means 1 to n minus 1, and then I am making an expression fact multiplication equal I. It is directly means to fact equal fact multiply I. Then I am returning the calculated value fact, and simply I am then taking a variable x and taking integer input from user so that I can calculate the factorial of a number by a user. So after taking number from user, I am printing the passing value. I am printing the function call. Here basically I have to print factorial of x, then it should run correctly. Now check whether it is working or not. 5. So 5 factorial is 120. So this is the answer. So the next question, write a function table num that prints the multiplication table of a given number. So here I will take a variable, a function of table name num. Then I will use for I in range 1 to 11 because I have to multiply 1 to 10. So I will take 1 to 11 in for I in range because range is, then I will print using f string. So f, then whatever I want to print, I will write in braces, and if I want to print the string value, then I will write simply. So num in braces multiplication sign, then I in brackets equal, it should be num multiplication I. So I will correct it. Then after it, I am taking a variable x and taking integer input from user. After that, I am simply calling the function and passing x on it. After passing, I am just running the program, simply running the program. And here there's a problem. I wrote num. It should be num, not n. So here it should be num. Now run the program again. So here I want a table of 5. So this is the table. So next question is write a function with the default parameter that gives two user example greet once and greet this. So simply we have to make a default parameter here. So how we can make default parameter? So we are making a function def greet, and I am assigning a variable in as a parameter with the name Sagar, and I am simply printing a greeting like good morning and then name using f string. So I want to print name, so I will now I will take a name as a variable and take a input from user, enter your name. Now I will simply call the function by name and without any argument. So the purpose of default parameter is if we are not passing any value, it will print Sagar. If we are passing, then it will print whatever we passed. So the next question, write a function that accept keyword argument to display student information. Example, this. So I'm simply creating a function name is student, passing parameter age, name, and then course. Then I'm printing using f string. Same method how we are printing, the values should be in curly braces. Whatever we are printing should be in curly braces. The variable's name, sorry. So these are the thing I want to write. Now what I am doing, I'm writing the variables name in braces so that their values are printed here. Print here. Now I will take name input from user, age integer input from user, and then course input from user. Age input, then course input. So after taking all the variables from user, I'm simply calling student function and giving arguments randomly, means keyword arguments. As I have already named name equal name means name equal name. I am already assigning the values. These type of key arguments are known as keyword arguments. So I am simply here what I am doing. I will directly assign the value name equal once, then age equal 19, and then course equal CSC, AI, and ML. So the position doesn't matter here now. It will directly print value by using the keyword argument because we are assigning the argument as a keyword argument. So here the next question, write a function that accepts any number of arguments using star args and returns their sum. So simply I will create a function fun and then I will use star arg as a parameter. So for x in arg, I will create sum plus equal x. Simply I will create sum equals 0 here. And then it should return sum of these values. Now I am printing and passing the values in the function called fun, and the values are 2, 3, 4, 1. So the answer should be 10. Let's check. The answer is 10. Now these are the values. Now the next question, write a function to demonstrate the difference between local variable and global variable. So here there is a function name and now I'm taking a variable n on it. So this is a local variable access only in function 1. And if we print, you can check by posing the value how local variables are different from global variables because these are the things you can check. Write a function to count where vowel text that count and return the number of vowels in the string. So simply I am making a function count variable and passing a text, and then I am taking a variable count equals 0, then I make a h equal string, then 4 character in text. It will take each character from text, and then I'm checking if character in AEIOU, then h equal h plus character and count plus 1. Then I'm simply printing all the values whatever I got. So you can check how this is working. So now we will do next unit, and these are the topics we will cover today. Part 3, tuples, dictionaries, and these. So let's start with part 1, strings. So string as a compound data type. A string is sequence of character. It is considered as a compound data type because it is made up of similar pieces. In Python, strings are immutable, meaning once defined, they cannot be changed. in place. So here is the example given, like we have a variable name and assigned with a Python string. So here Python are the constituent parts of a string. So the second thing is length. So the len function returns the number of characters in a string. Like we have a variable fruits assigned with a banana string, and we will calculate the length equal length of fruit. It will return output 6 as the banana has 6 characters. So here we have third string transversal. So transversal involves processing a string one character at a time. So we can do it by using for loop for character in fruit. So we can use similar we can access similar characters one by one, similar by loop as well. So here string slice. So a segment of string is called a slice. The syntax is string starting position, then stopping position, then step. So the starting position is beginning of index, and the stopping position is ending of index without including it. Then step means stride default is 1. So these are the example of string slices. Like we have s equal Monty Python. Then here is given we are printing from s from 0 to 5 means 0 to 4, and if we count it is Monty, so it will print Monty. Then these are the example, you can check by pausing the video. So the next thing is comparison. So string can be compared using standard relation operators like equal, equal, greater than, less than. So Python compares strings using lexicographically or dictionary order, means alphabetic order based on ASCII values. So these are the example you can check. Find function. So the find function method searches for a substring within a string. It returns the index of the first occurrence, and if it is not found then it should return -1. Like we have a variable name word, and we are assigning it with banana string, and now we are making another variable index, and we will assign it with word dot find a. So it will find the a and print and return the value of first occurrence of index, means 0 and then 1. So at one first index it is a, so it will return the value 1. Then if we found na, so the first occurrence of na is at 2, so it will return 2. Looping and counting. So a common pattern in string processing is looping through the string to count specific occurrence. So like you can understand it by as an example. Like we have a word banana, and we will assign a value variable count equals 0. So for letter in word, so it will access each letter from word now. So if letter equal a, so it will count +1, means it will add 1 on the count. So if it will calculate how many a is occurring or coming in the word or string banana, and then it will print the number of a in that string. So the next part is list. So the list value and accessing element. A list is an ordered sequence of values. The values can be of any type: integer, string, other list are mutable. Accessing element uses zero based indexing. So this is the main syntax of list. How we create a list? We create a list by using big bracket and then the element with comma separated values, and a string in list they can be accessed by using these type of indexing, and the indexing is start from 0 1 2 3, and from last it is -1 -2 -3 -4. Membership. So we have membership operator here. The in and not in operator check if the value exists in a list, return boolean. So we can also check whether a data type or whether a variable or whether a given value is present in a list or not by using in or not in operator, membership operator. Simply like this, we have a keys list, and then we are finding print this in this or not. Then we have list operations. So we have two list operations here, concatenation and repetition. So concatenation basically join two lists, and repetition basically repeats a list a given number of time. Both example are given, like we have A list and B list. So we will create a C list by adding A and B. This is the list of C. And we can make a D list by using just repetition, 1 multiply 4. 1 is a list here. List slicing works identically to string slicing, but result a new string. Slice can also be used to modify some parts of a list because lists are mutable. As we know, we can also access the elements in a string by slicing. So the similar method we can use in list as well. So as we have a list here having different elements A, B, C, D, E, and now we can how we can access element. We are accessing element using indexing print T of 1 colon 3. So the elements from 1 to 2, 3 minus 1 will be printed, and we can assign the values like this as well. You can check it is updating. After that, deletion. So there are three ways to delete the element in a list using pop method. To remove and return the element at the index, if no index is provided, remove the last one. Second method is using del operator. So remove an element by index, does not return it, can also delete slicing. Third operator using remove method. So remove the first matching value. So how we will use these operators? So these are the syntax given here in example. Like we have a list ABC, and now we are using x equal t dot pop 1. So the first index is at first index it is B. So it will delete B and assign B to X. So X is B now, and T is A and C only. Now the another example is using del. So if we use del T1, it will not return anything but delete the value of B. Similar the same way, T dot remove the B element from T but not return anything. After that, the sixth thing is list and for loop. So iterating over elements. As we have we can access the elements in a string, like four character in the string name. The same thing we can done in list as well. So we can access each element by using for loop here. For num in and the list. So print num. It will print each value one by one, iterating over iterates to update elements. So we can update elements as well using range for I in range, as we know, and using length function. This is the syntax how this is working. You can understand this by running the program first. List parameter. So when a list is passed to a function, the function get a reference to the list. Modification inside the function affects the original list. This is important, that whenever we make any change in function of a list, it will directly affect the original list. This is the example given here, like we have a function delete head, and we are passing a t list, and we are basically deleting the first element of that list. So it will directly affect the original list, that is letter, and it will delete the a from means first element from that list permanently. After we have next topic is nested list. So this is very important. Many time this type of questions asked by by in competitions and by any opponent. So a list can contain other list as elements. So this is often used in represent matrix. So these are the example given here. We have a string inside which we have a string again, we have again a list in the third index 10 comma 20. So how we can access that 10 or 20 using the second statement like print nested 2 and 1. So these are the thing how we can access. So the next topic is tuples. It is mutable and tuples. So mutability and tuples. So a tuple is a sequence of values much like a list, but tuples are immutable. Make sure you know that tuples are immutable. Once created, you cannot modify elements. They are defined using parentheses. So this is a basic and important thing of tuple, that it is a immutable. You can't change any element in tuple. Even we can't access the value of an element. We can't change the value of an element using indexing like given here. A tuple with a single element must include a trailing comma. So how we create a single element tuple? This is how we create. Otherwise, it will become integer or whatever we are giving the data type, that data type. So tuple assignment. Python allow a tuple of variable on the left side of assignment to be assigned value from a tuple of right side. This implies simultaneous assignment. So this is how this is what is talking about. If we have a variable m equal assigned with two values in tuple form, and again we are doing the same thing, x comma y equal m. So here what it is doing, x is assigned to have and y is assigned to fun. The same thing is we can swap two values using this property. If we have a and b, we can use a comma b equal b comma a, and the values are swapped. So the third topic is tuples as return value. Function can strictly returns only one value. However, by returning a tuple, a function can efficiently return multiple values. It allows us to return multiple values during function call. Like we have a function min max. We have to return two values here, minimum value and maximum value. However, function can return only one value, but we are returning it by making it as a form of tuple. So now we will understand the dictionaries. So a dictionary is a mapping type hash map containing key value pairs. So key must be unique and immutable type like strings, numbers and tuples. And also dictionaries are defined using curly braces. So this is how we create a dictionary. Here we have a list. Dictionary is given using curly braces, and the left hand side value is key and the right hand side value is the value. Like one is key and the uno is value of that key. And how we can access the value using print, and this how we can this is the syntax how we can use access the value of two key. So there are some operations like access, how we can access the key of dictionary, insertion and updation. This is the syntax. For deletion, this is the syntax. And there is a function len that return the number of pairs in dictionary. So we will use them here in example. Like there is an inventory dictionary we have, and we want to access the we want to insert a value. So we can insert like inventory brackets pass pairs equal to 100. So this will insert in the dictionary. And how we can update the value, we can update directly using inventory banana equal plus equal 10. And how we can delete, we can delete using del operator. Mm. Now the next methods are dictionary methods are keys. Return a view object of all keys. Values, return a view object of all values. Items, returns a view object of key value in tuple form. And then we have return value if key exists, else return default. prevent key error. So this is the syntax of using get method to return the value. If it is not present, then it will return the default value given in the get get method. So we will do some questions, then you will understand how we will use these methods. So the next topic is sparse matrix using dictionaries. So a matrix with many zero values is called sparse. So storing every zero in a list of a list is inefficient. A dictionary can store only the non-zero element using tuples as key representing coordinates. However, this topic is not very much uh, studied by any college or any schools, but this is important because this tells us about how lists are different. List and dictionaries are different. So now aliasing and copying. So aliasing occurs when two variables refer to the same object in memory. Changes made through one variable affect the other. How we can use the aliasing or do the aliasing? Like we have a list A and we can assign the value B equal A. So B will automatically indicating the value of A. So whatever the updation or deletion we are doing in A, it will directly affect the value of A in list. So this is the example how it is affecting. You can also try it on Python compiler. So here A and B point to the exact same list object ID. So this is important. It is both are referring to the same list object ID. So the second one is copying. To modify a list without affecting the original, you want to create a copy. So we can create a copy. We can create a copy using slicing. This is the first method or the mostly used method. The easiest way to copy a list is using the slice operator with no argument. So this is how we use if A equal this list and B equal A and then using slicing without any argument. So this is basically a new list assigned to a B. So B will become a new list. Whatever changes we are doing in B, it will not affect to A. So this is the second method to make a copy using import copy and copy dot deep copy. However, this method is not used very much in anywhere, but this slicing method is the slice method is so much important. You should know about that. There is a topic we left here set. We will do it later and some questions. So now we will understand all these parts again, and also we will cover set here. So starting with list. So think of a shopping list as a list. So you can add item on it, and you can remove as well. You can change item as well, and you can keep duplicate as well in a shopping list. So here the same thing you can do in the list. The example is given like we have a fruit variable with a list apple, banana, mango, and apple. So we will simply print the fruits, the list. It will print the all values as a list. So you can notice two things here that order remains same and duplicate values are exist like apple here. So we have two elements having same value apple are here. So we how we can access elements in list? We can simply access by using print fruit and the index number, whichever index element I want to access. So the indexing of a list is start with 0 1 2 3 4 and so on, and the ending it will start from -1 -2 -3. Now let's see how other things happen, like how to change element. So if we want to change element or if we want to change elements in a list, we will simply write fruit and the index number whichever I want to change, then the changing element I want to change. So it will simply change the element. Like if I want to change the first index element with mango, or second element, like I want to change banana to orange, so I will just give the first index equals to orange and it will update the value. Now how to add the element? In list we have a append method that is used to add the element. It is very easy to use. Simply its syntax is fruits dot append and then the value whichever I want to add. How to remove element? So to remove element from a list, we have a remove method that is its syntax is like fruits dot remove and then element which I want to remove. Only first apple gets removed. You should take care that only first apple gets removed. So memory trick is list. Think it as a shopping list, and it is ordered, changeable, and it is mutable. We can change its element, update. We can enter duplicate values as well in list. So the next topic is tuple. So tuple, think of date of birth. Think tuple as your date of birth, um, that you can't change or modify it. So tuple cannot be modified in similar way. So as example is given here, student equal, and we can we already know how to make tuple. We will use small bracket and then write the elements by comma separated values. So this is the way how we make a tuple. Then how we can access the elements in a tuple. This is how we can access the element in tuple. Using indexing, we can access the elements of a tuple, and let's try to change a value using indexing so that we can check whether in tuple we are able to change the elements or not. We already know that tuples are immutable, but let's try. So if we change anything using indexing, it will raise an type error because tuple is an immutable data type. So we are not able to change any element using indexing as well. So let's see the duplicate values. Is it allowed or not? So in tuple, the duplicate values are allowed. There is no issue about duplicate values. Like we have a number named tuple, and in which we have elements 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Then we are printing the tuple, so it will directly print the uh, tuple without any error or without any thing. So take it a memory trick. Tuple is like a lock, so it is an ordered, cannot change, and it is immutable. You know, it is immutable, same as it cannot be changed. And duplicates are allowed in tuple. So now let's study about set. So set is like a classroom attendance. If Raul comes twice, so teacher writes only once. So basically duplicates are not allowed in set. So set are basically made by using curly braces, but this is in dictionary we also use curly braces, but they are in key value pairs, but here they are single elements in set. So this is the syntax how we make a set of element, and we are printing the elements, and if their values if any values are same in set, they will be removed and print as one in printing value. Also Raul appears only once, that's why there is no indexing in set, because set has no order. Set is unordered, means if you print set again and again, the order may change. So there is no indexing is done in set. We are not able to access the elements by indexing in set. Now let's see. No indexing, we have done it. Set has no order. Now let's try to add the elements in set. How we can add the elements in set? We can add the elements in set by using add method, and we can remove the elements by using remove method. Let's take a memory trick. So set is like a unique collection. It has no order, changeable, and duplicate values are not allowed in set. So this is all about set, how we will use set in Python. Make sure you will try some questions, theory based questions, so that you can understand how this type, how set is working, or how what is set. Let's move to the next topic. So the next topic is dictionary. We have already done it, but let's revise it again. So think of is an English dictionary. So word and meaning. So Python dictionary works exactly same. It has key and value. So this is the syntax, main syntax how a dictionary is made. We have two things in dictionary, keys and values, and this is how we made a dictionary. Now let's see how to access values in dictionary using key elements. So this is the thing how we can access the element by using keys in a dictionary. The syntax, basic syntax, we will first write the dictionary name, then we will write the key in bracket, and it will print the value of that key from the dictionary. So we can also change the value of a dictionary or or a key using the same thing. This is the syntax, basic syntax to change the value of a key. And we can also add a new pair, key value pair in dictionary. This is the syntax how we can add a new pair in dictionary. Simply write the name of dictionary, then the new key in bracket and equals to the value. This is how we will remove the element or key value pair of a dictionary. Duplicate keys. So in dictionary, if there is a duplicate value by chance, so output will be the latest value replace old one. Means if we have a duplicate, even though keys must be immutable, because in dictionary keys must be immutable and values may be or mutable, may be of mutable data type, but key must be of immutable data type and unique. So duplicate, if there is any duplicate value, values duplicates are allowed, but the key are not allowed. If keys are there same, if keys are same, so the latest one be will be the key. So there is a memory trick here. Dictionary is like a word and meaning. Key is unique and values can repeat. So visual comparison. Imagine for a boxes list is like 0 apple, first index is of banana, second index mango, and third index apple. So this is how indexing is happen, and duplicates are allowed. In tuple, 0th index once, first index 20, second index Python. But in tuple,
we cannot modify the elements of a tuple. In set, there is no indexing. Duplicate values are not allowed, and it is unordered. So this is like apple, banana, mango. May vary during printing the values because it is unordered. That's why. So dictionary is like the key value pairs like name, once, age, 20, city, Delhi, key value pair. So these are the real life example of different things, different parts like list, tuple, set, and dictionary. So these are the examples you can see, and there is a table you can make in your copy or remember. Sometimes it's may helpful for you to remember all the things we have learned here. So this is the overall quick revision table of all the topics: ordered, mutable, duplicate values, duplicate keys, and indexing. Everything is here. Make sure you will try some questions from ChatGPT, Gemini, or any other sources you know about it. How much you will practice, you will earn some knowledge, extra knowledge. We will do some questions later. Now let's revise the Python set again. So a set is a set in Python is a collection that stores unique value. No duplicate values are allowed. Unordered, it is mutable. Indexing is not supported. We are revising set again because it is really so important to understand. Later, when we'll do some questions, you will understand that why I'm trying to uh, revise it. So this is we have already learned that how to create a set. Duplicate values are removed automatically in set. If we have a duplicate values in set, after printing the duplicate values are removed, and the ordered may change because it is an unordered data type. So how we make a empty set here? So to make an empty set, we will simply we can't we cannot only write the curly braces and may think it as a empty set because it is considered as a empty dictionary. It creates a dictionary, not a set. So the correct method to create a empty set is using set keyword. We can create a empty set using set keyword like this. We have create a variable equal set keyword, and then if we are printing the type of that variable, it is empty set. So how we can access elements? So set does not support indexing. So to print the values of set, we can use for loop. Use a loop instead. We can use for loop like in the string we are using for accessing each element. We can use for loop here. To add element, we have add method. For set, we have add method to add the new elements in set. So we can use that for adding the element. Similarly, we have del method to delete the or remove the elements from the set. To update the value, we have a update method in set. First, you have to write the updating value you want to update. Then you have to write. It will directly update the value. You have to just write the update value. There is a remove method as well in set. You can remove the element by using remove method as well. Another method is using del. Both are similar. They will not return anything. Now let's move to the next thing. So there is a discard method here. Does not give an error if the item is missing. So if we want to remove an element, we can use discard as well. If it is not present, it will not show an error. So there is a pop method as well to remove a random element because set are unordered. We can use pop element to clear all the elements or remove all the elements. We have clear method in set fruits dots clear. So if we print the fruits, it will give us empty set. Membership operator, we have already learned how it works. So membership operators is basically used to check whether the element is present in a list, set, tuple, or a dictionary. In or not in operator. It is basically in or not in operator. The syntax of membership operator is like this. We are going to use it. So this is how we use the membership operator. This is the basic syntax to use the membership operator. We have another function here, length function. As we already know that length function always returns the number of element present in a set, dictionary, tuple, or any data type. So this is how we get. So set have some different operations in it, like union. So union is basically combines all union element, unique element. So if we have two set A and B, and if we are using union, this is the symbol of union. If you are printing A union B, so it will print all the elements in a single set. All the unique elements, sorry, all the unique elements in a single set. We have another operations in set. The another operation is intersection. So it is basically return the common elements of two different set. So if we have A and B, two different set, and we are using this symbol as an intersection, print A intersection B. So it will print the common values, common elements of that set as a set. Then we have another operation is third operation is difference. It is basically it will return the element in the first set but not in the second one. If we have A and B two set, A has 1 to 3, B 2 and 4. So 2 is present in second one, but 1 and 3 is not present. So it should be the answer by if we are using difference operation here, A minus B. Another operation is symmetric difference. So it will return the element that are either set but not in both. It is basically opposite of union. Sorry, opposite of intersections means if it is common, then remove it and other things are printed. Like if we are using it, the common thing in both sets are 3. So it removed and after combining all other elements, it will be printed. So frozen set. So frozen set is an immutable, unchangeable version of a set. How we create a frozen set? This is the method how to create a frozen set. So you cannot use add, remove, and or update on a frozen set. Real life examples are given here. Imagine a classroom where students accidentally write their name multiple times. So this is how we deal with this problem by using set. So quick revision is given here of a set. Ordered, no. Duplicate values not allowed. Mutable, yes. Indexing, no. So this is the basic property of set. These are the interview questions. Sometimes interview interviewer asked so many questions related to set in Viva as well. After that, we have this quick revision. Now we will do some questions next.